Good afternoon. This is Sherry from Reiki Master Tarot, presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing. We are outside in the sunshine. Do you see the waterfall? I was closer, but you couldn't hear. The waterfall is so loud on the other side that you guys wouldn't have been able to hear me. But there are, let's see if I can catch them. There's geese here. There are ducks here. See the two baby dogs sitting there together. The male and the female sitting there together. It's beautiful outside. Okay, let me stop on one thing before these people sick. Look at the sky. There's no chemtrails in the sky. None. It's a beautiful blue. Let me stay over here because there's kids on the other side and I don't want to get them. But we're outside. We're at the park. Look at that water. I'm gonna attach the opening slate to this video will be the waterfall that I got before I got over here. But the reason why I'm out here is because I got a message yesterday for StoryTime, and it's reclaim your essence. Why will we have to reclaim something that belongs to us? It's because we share our energy, okay? Our essence is who we are, okay? It's not our title. It's not what we do. It's what makes us look in the eyes of an animal and see his essence, see his energy, see what makes him animated, okay? Our essence is who we are, our compassion, our kindness, our tenderness. It could even be our anger. It could be the feelings that we have, the 3D dense energy feelings that we have when there's some injustice going on. That's still our essence if we created it. So when something does go, kind of wonky, and we do project some anger or some resentment or jealousy, that's part of our essence. We need to reclaim that, okay, and walk with that shadow, okay? Once we reclaim it, it's ours. Oh, look what he did. It's ours to release and surrender. So when we reclaim that, here, let's get the geese. As long as it's out there and it's with somebody else and they're mad at us because we were mad at them because they were mad at us, part of our essence, part of those emotions is with that person. So we reclaim that. Call back your power. Reclaim your essence, your likeness, and everything that is you so that you control it, not someone else. And there's a lot of cleansing, and I think that's why I was inspired to come out here to where the waterfall is in the water. You can feel it, feel the cleansing in the air. It's moist, it's beautiful, it's pretty. So look at him. So look, he's cleansing himself, reclaiming his essence and cleansing it and releasing it to the Most High. Okay, that's what we need to do. Reclaim your essence. Your essence is your energy signature. Your essence is currency. And when you intertwine it with the currency of someone else or another energy that is not for your highest good, then we need to retrieve that. Okay, set up boundaries so that when folks are in our space, and we can feel that energy signature that is clashing with ours, walk away. Be kind, be compassionate, but walk away. Reclaim your essence. Follow your soul navigator to a calmer space. And that's what we do. Because when we do that, now we can use that energy to be creative or to move forward on our pathway. There might have been an idea that you wanted to do, and all of a sudden there was some energy that came into your energy signature and now you're stuck because you're mad or you're angry. Reclaim that energy that had you motivated in the first place. Okay? Reclaim that energy. It's yours. You do what you will with it. Okay? So, this is what the story time was for today. But I think I'm more enjoying all of this view with all of the geese and the ducks, and they're just having, look, they reclaim their energy. They're just having a good time. They're not worried about yesterday, not worried about tomorrow. They're just in this beautiful water having a great time. Okay? And that's what happens when we reclaim our energy. After we cleanse ourselves from energy that's not for our highest good, guess what? We can glide along to go with the flow. Look. And flip ourselves over in the water. I think that's a great idea. So let's do that. Let's reclaim our essence. Let's reclaim our power from anything that may have caused us to be in a situation where our energy signature was fragmented. Look what they're doing. They're having a good time. Okay? So let's do that. Let's be like them. Okay? Let's have a good time on purpose. Alright? Okay, well, I'm going to leave this there. Let's leave it here, and then we'll go and we'll finish this with a card reading. Okay? I hope you guys enjoy being outside with the geese and the ducks. I don't see any swans, but I think this was a good one. Thank you, Spirit, for this divine inspiration. Alright, so I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to sit for a minute with the baby dolls out here, and I'll see you guys in a minute. He's waving bye. See him waving bye? He's saying bye. Okay. Good afternoon. This is Sherry from Reiki Master Tarot, presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul. I am doing the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed being outside with me. That was so much fun, watching the ducks and the geese and just listening to the water and feeling the energy that was coming off of the waterfall. So we're going to do a reading, collective reading for entertainment purposes only, on story time. The topic is reclaim your essence. So let's do that. Let's welcome in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel to oversee this reading and protect it from any and all that do not have our highest good in mind throughout all space and time. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. We welcome in Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. We welcome in Archangel Mario, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Amethyst. And as we go along through this reflection reading, we'll welcome in all of the other beautiful archangels of the chakras to give us their input on what they see from each chakra. I welcome you. Welcome to the subbies. I welcome you with infinite unconditional love. Welcome to the subbies. Welcome to those that clicked on my channel to watch the stories, watch the shorts that are really doing well. I thank you all for your participation. If you like the way I read, subscribe, like, share, or leave a heart, or whatever you feel, whatever you felt from this Reiki infused reading. Just put it in the comment section and let me know. All right? Okay. So, Archangel of the Earth Star, High Heart, Soul Star, can you please give us an overall for story time? Reclaim your essence. Okay. Well, okay, so the first one that we have is the Earth Star. Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, thank you. It's true wisdom. Go outside. Remember we went outside and we were listening to the water, feeling the energy of the waterfall? Tree wisdom says this tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers to the sound it makes. Isn't that something? The vibration of her song. Okay, under that is temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says that you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So, when we were talking about reclaiming our essence, part of that is the energies that we created that were not for our highest good. So, when we forgive ourselves, forgive the person, place, or thing that we were intertwining our energy with, and that energy was not of for our highest good, we pull that back and then transmute it by releasing and surrendering it to the Most High. So I don't know if there's, so if you say intertwine, is there a de-intertwine word? I'm not sure. So sometimes we just have to pull back, okay, from a thing versus playing the movie over and over and over again, because then we start pulling other things that had the same energy into the same bucket. And now we're going around and around of a new movie that we just created out of all of the negative energies that we've ever released and let go of. I mean, that projected, that we emanated. So pull those back, forgive the situation, the people, place, or the thing, okay? And being in denial, with like this card says, is that we know how it makes us feel. If you come across it, look at it hard, clear it up, clear it out, so you can move forward. Okay, the next one in the high heart chakra. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. We have wait for winter. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Wait for winter. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, we're going to read up on it. Well, we just read it. Wait for winter. We're just going into summer. So, let's see what happens. We're going to see what happens. The spirit, these are the cards that they wanted us to pull. And if you look at it, see that pink and purple there on her? That is Archangel Chamuel's color is pink. Pink and white mixed together. Under that is friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Okay, sounds like somebody's coming out of hermit mode. All right, and at the soul star chakra with Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, and Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Amethyst, we have magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, this card came out the day before the Wesak flower full moon. And that the day of the Wesak flower full moon is when I saw the beautiful golden white light. And it was stationary in the sky. It wasn't moving across. It was just stationary. But all of the clouds that were behind it, it looked like a gateway. And all of the clouds were moving, they were undulating, and they were the colors of the rainbow. So as the clouds moved, the rainbow moved. The rainbows moved. It was huge. And the orbs. When I look at the picture again, the orbs were bigger than the light post that I was sitting next to where I took the picture. The light post was here. The orbs were like this. If this is the light post, these are the orbs. They were huge. Okay, under Magical Gateway, we have look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Well, thank you to all of these archangels and fairies. Thank you to the fairies for helping us with our overall today. Tree of Wisdom, Wait for Winter, and Magical Gateway. You know what? I think I want to read the Wait for Winter. Let's see what that means. This is about reclaiming your essence. This is story time. Okay, wait for winter. Okay. Wait for winter. Wishes or spiritual seeds made in your heart will come to fruition during the winter months, emerging like winter. Okay, Xe, what are you doing? I know you're playing with your toy. Xe's grandpa bought him a huge new toy. And the squeaker is probably bigger than the toy. It's like big as a pillow. It's probably like this big. Okay, and it's red. It has all these crab legs on it, right? And I'm sure that squeaker's got to be probably about that big inside. He probably just bought that to irritate me, now that I'm thinking about it. But Xe really loves it. He carries it around, he carries it outside, and now he's squeaking with it while I'm talking to y'all. Okay, so let's see if we can get through this. Wishes or spiritual seeds made in your heart will come to fruition during the winter months, emerging like winter berries, ripe and full of promise. The fairy queen of winter, with snowflakes on her wings, comes to remind you to keep your faith, to remember that all wishes, like seeds, grow in the darkness until they are ready to burst forth into light. Are you ready to receive your wishes? Part of the wishing process is to prepare yourself for their manifestation. This could involve removing any psychic ties or spiritual obstacles that have been holding you back from the full realization and birthing of your dreams into this earthly realm. Wherever you live in the world, you'll know the fairy queen of winter is nearby when the weather turns cooler or when you see snowdrops pushing up through the snow. This is a sign that your wishes, too, are soon to bloom. Remember that our wishes don't always manifest in the way we've envisaged. They will come to be in whichever way is perfect for all concerned and for the highest good of all. Be especially receptive to any ideas or inspiration that float into your mind around the magical time of winter. It's also the time to practice divination using winter-related mediums such as snowflakes or ice. If you live in a country that has cold winters, if you don't, you can use ice cubes. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's something we might have to look into. Thank you to the fairy queen of winter. I am grateful to you. Okay, so let's do a reflective reading on, well, what she said was, that's interesting what she said about clearing your space. Part of the wishing process is to prepare yourself for the manifestation. This could involve removing any psychic ties or spiritual obstacles that have been holding you back from the full realization and birthing of your dreams into this earthly realm. Our subject for today is recall your essence, reclaim your essence. So our essence can go out to sometimes to people that don't deserve it. Okay, that would mean boundaries need to be set, especially if you watch a thing and the same story keeps playing out every single time you're in that person's energy and they're intertwined with your energy and the same story keeps coming up. You need to pull your energy back, reclaim your power, your essence, and everything that is you from that energy. Because as long as your energy is in that energy, you're going to keep seeing the same movie. You're going to keep getting the same test. Spirit is telling you something. If you're in someone's presence and it just makes you sad all the time, or expectations that you may have had were not met, okay? Spirit's trying to tell you something. And sometimes we need to look at stuff hard, you know? Sometimes we need to look at stuff hard. Okay. All right. Thank you. If you would, Archangels, Archangel Twin Flames of the chakras, can you please give us an overall? Thank you. Wow. Okay. All right. So the first one we have is from Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron, Temperance. Okay. This is Archangel Michael. Okay. This is balance being brought. Okay. To someone listen to messages that they got from Tree Wisdom and from Archangel Michael. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. Under that is the Hierophant. This person is balancing, balancing their inner and outer being. They're masculine, they're intertwined. They're masculine and they're feminine. They're balancing that out. Who is it? King of Cups. Okay, why? He wants the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, apparently he's identified Queen of Pentacles. What's going on? Hold on. The Hierophant is the King of Cups that wants a Ten of Pentacles. Does he? Okay, so here's the message right here. Something's coming to an end. Is he wanting this Ten of Pentacles from the Queen of Pentacles? Let's see. Somebody went within. There was a conversation about something new. Okay. Somebody's leaving. And they're doing it quickly. They're manifesting. And they're walking away. So the first person that we saw on this pathway was the King of Pentacles. Balance is being brought to something that involves a Queen of Pentacles. Okay? It's a spiritual balance because the Hierophant is here. He is connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. Or he really does want to be with his Queen of Pentacles and something is coming to an end. So there may have been a tough time, troubles, or something like that that came up, but somebody's walking away. All right, let's see what this is about. Because right next to it is the Devil card. Materialism and obsession. Wait for winter. Somebody is... Okay, this one's going to be deep. All right, somebody's reclaiming their essence. He's looking at his. He's going within to find out what it is that he did, what he said, where he was. Okay, he's looking at his wish fulfillment. Okay, but winter. Wait for winter. And then the Devil card is there. This is going to be interesting. We see somebody wanting to make an offer. They've gained control of their environment, meaning they drive the car, not somebody else. They stand in their power, okay? A Knight of Cups. Is he loving himself now? He's putting love into himself. Because we saw somebody walking away from 8 of those cups, okay? And at the magical gateway, we have the 8 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. 5 of Pentacles. This is somebody being left out in the cold. This is the dark night of the soul. So, and the result is victory. Why? Because the wheel has turned. Okay? Towards who? The Empress. Someone is looking at something from a different perspective. They've been staying up all night. See the monsters under their bed? What have they been living with? Okay? He knows this is true love. Who is it? The Emperor. Wow. What prompted this? Lying, cheating, and stealing? Okay, so when we look at I have always said that this card is a blessing. Because this is where they go into the dark night of the soul, and this is where people start looking at their shadow. They look in their subconscious. They look into what is it that drove them to walk the steps that they've walked so far on this pathway. How did I get here is one of the questions that comes up. The next one is, how do I fix it? As humans, we categorize things. We put them in boxes so that we can go back and address them. Okay, categorize, analyze, and then strategize to find a solution. This is the card. This is the state of mind that has us as humans find a solution. So what it looks like is the solution for these folks is the magical gateway. The magical gateway is walking through a portal of awareness, of consciousness, of releasing what you lost on your pathway okay, in terms of dealing with other people, places, and things that may not have been for your highest good. Walking through the portal of the magical gateway means that you're looking at why and what happened. And then you're saying, okay, this is here, this is here, this is here. Now, if we look at these three, we have Archangel Michael, who is addressing devil energy, meaning 3D dense energy signatures or materialism, obsession, anything that's not for our highest good. Archangel Michael is addressing that. And how is he addressing that? People are being put into the dark night of the soul, meaning that's where you question, who am I really? What am I doing here? Is there something more? Okay, and it leads to them, once they answer the call, to the magical gateway of change. Okay, wow, this is interesting, Spirit. Wow, okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a reflection reading on this. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. Thank you, Archangel Mario, Archangel Lavender. Thank you, Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Amethyst. Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Hope, can you please give us the lesson that is appearing at the root chakra? Thank you. What is the lesson appearing at the root chakra? And I'm being told to tell you guys to look at colors. Colors have personalities, and we see them all the time. But because we see them all the time, we don't really realize, and we're not really aware that they're sentient beings. Colors have the characteristics of power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice. Okay, so we're going to take them all. We have at the lesson at the root chakra, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, thank you, is a Page of Swords. Energetic, talkative, vigilance, use your head. Okay. There was an investigation, there was a search for truth. Okay. Whoever this is may have talked to a young person, or this may be a revelation and epiphany, something that just happened that they did not realize, but now they're aware of it. Okay. This is the lesson. Okay. At experience at the sacral chakra is a tower. Something fell. Something was deconstructed to be reconstructed. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Okay. And then we have the challenge at the solar plexus. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. We have justice. This is the challenge. Okay. And then we have at the high heart chakra, thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. We have the high priestess. Now, this is deeper things, knowledge, understanding, connection to the all that is and the all that ever was. This is someone walking with their shadow, looking hard, going from this stage right here, where they go in within to balance out their inner and their outer twin, but they have to do research, they have to go within, they have to take a hard look at themselves as to who, what, when, where, and why. Now, what's interesting is that this right here has been coming out, okay, I'll say 6 weeks now, someone pretending to be something that they're not. Okay, so a high priestess pretending to be something that they're not was using their spiritual gifts as devil energy. Okay, it was for self-serving reasons. Okay, and we don't like to blame folks, so we are going to clarify her. Okay, but look, wait for winter. If this is where you manifest your most heartfelt wishes in the wintertime, in the dark. Okay, so did someone have some wishes that were dark? Okay, and now winter is clarified by the devil card. The devil card is sitting above the high priestess card, where we've had all this challenge and stuff going on. On the left side, watch this, left side of the high priestess, Archangel Azrael, the death card. transformation. On the right of the high priestess, somebody is very, very upset. You see the sweat coming off? Somebody is very, very upset, and they're trapped with all of the swords that they threw at somebody else. Swords are communication, their word. What makes somebody trapped is the intention. See the dark clouds? Okay, so that's why I'm thinking that this is the same high priestess that was pretending to be a spiritual being, but was using their gifts for self-serving reasons. Now, we go back to what we're talking about, reclaim your energy. If you were in the company of an energy vampire, okay, energy vampires call you because you're going to answer the phone. Energy vampires know who you are and your light is shining to them. You are a reflection to what they do not have. Okay, so if you're walking in the path and you're examining who you are deeper, looking at deeper things to walk through the magical gateway. Okay, so yes, these people are left out in the cold. This is on the earthly realm. They're looking for the entrance to the church. They're trying to get out of the cold. Okay, once they find that door, it's a magical gateway of change. Okay, so this makes so much sense now. All right, Spirit. So let's go back to energy vampires. An energy vampire is going to make requests of you, not because they want you to do anything. It's them exuding power. Okay, just them saying it means I'm more powerful than you because I'm confident enough to tell you what to do. Period. Okay, and if your essence or your energy is in a relationship or a situationship with a person that is demanding that you do something for them and there is no equal give or take, reclaim your power. Reclaim your essence, your likeness, everything that is you, your energy signature from that person by putting up a boundary. You don't have to answer the phone. You don't have to do a request. If it's a boss, please start looking for another job. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that if you're in a situation and your energy in your chest doesn't feel good, you need to reclaim your power, reclaim your essence, call your energy signature back to you, de-intertwine it to wherever that energy went. You can claim that. You can just say it. You know why you could just say it? Remember we saw the swords? You see the swords? This is how they did it to you, by talking, by using words. Okay? If they are powerful enough to use words to convince anyone to do anything, you are powerful enough to say no. One word sentence. Okay? And set boundaries so that when they come back around or they make that telephone call, you don't have to answer it. That's you standing in your power. That's you reclaiming the power that you are now standing in. Okay? Wow, this is who Spirit. Okay, thank you, Archangels. You guys becoming big every time. Thank you, Spirit. Divine God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you so much to all of the universal energies that are in this room right now. I love y'all. Okay, thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Faith. What is being spoken about at the throat chakra? What is being spoken about at the throat chakra? Thank you. The Emperor. The Emperor is being spoken about. Okay, why? Why is someone talking about the Emperor? Okay. Now, whenever I do these and I do a card reading after, this is a representation to help us to see the pathway, the individuals, people, places, or things on the pathway, and how this works. How this is energy on this table. Okay, and we're getting energy from the Archangel Twin Flames that are telling us what's going on. Okay, so someone that has been left out in the code is talking about the Emperor and who he loves. Okay, this person that was left out in the code has been up all night in a nightmare of their own making. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I can feel you. Thank you. Just the warmest feeling, it's the most comfy feeling in my throat right now. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Archangel Faith. Okay, so this person has been sitting up all night. Look at the monsters that they conjured up for somebody else. These are all of the swords, the ugly words that they sent out to probably control or manipulate somebody else, came back to them. This is return to sender. Okay, now they're looking at the situation differently, from a different perspective, because there's an empress involved and the wheel has turned in the direction of their intention. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, wow, that's what's being talked about. And somebody was talking about on the right side of the emperor, lying, cheating, and stealing. Now, this card also represents, you see this thief is only taking 5 swords. He's leaving 2. So if he's only taking 5, he's taking something that was stolen from him. He's retrieving that. He is reclaiming his essence. Okay? It is the emperor that is reclaiming his essence. Okay? There's someone that he loves. It's true love. Wow. That's what's being spoken about. Okay, so did the emperor, someone has been left out in the cold from, okay, thank you, Spirit. Now listen, you know how I talk about people that give karmic lessons to others so they can learn, grow, and evolve, and then those ones that learn, grow, and evolve turn around and help the ones that gave karmic lessons? Not saying that somebody gave me a karmic lesson, I'm gonna learn, grow, and evolve, and then turn around and go, okay, here, let me help you. I don't know if that's how it works. But I do know that once your light starts to project and emanate out love, infinite unconditional love, it helps people that are here, okay, find the door. Do you see what I mean? And the more people, the brighter the light shines, the brighter the dark skitters away. So if there was dark energy around anybody that may have done something that was ugly to somebody else, okay? Usually a high priestess is a beautiful being. She's connected. She has balanced her light and her dark. She is connected to the all that is. She can see, she has seen and heard things that she cannot share, okay? Because it only has meaning for her. But if being in that state gives you magical abilities and you get caught up, or somebody got caught up and they see what their magic can do and they started using it for self-serving, it's not that they're lost, okay? It's that there's no right or wrong, okay? There's only adjustments, okay? We can't fix that person that may have fallen to the wayside. It's for them to walk in the cold, okay? For a minute. Look, this makes so much sense now. It's okay for them to walk in the wintertime in the dark, okay? Because what's going to happen is, maybe one of those wish fulfillments is for them to release the devil energy, the 3D dense energy, okay, that they were projecting, okay? This makes so much sense. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. Thank you for that. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, can you tell us what is the message going to the third eye? Okay, thank you. Star, the wish fulfillment, heart's desire. Okay, remember the hermit, and he was looking in his lantern, and there's a star in there? That's what he was looking at. He was in the winter. He's in the winter, in the dark, walking his path. Okay, putting in his heart's desires and wish fulfillments in his heart space. Okay, he's in the dark, in the winter. Oh, I don't know if it's winter, but it's still dark. It's cold. Okay. Wow. On the left side, right side of the emperor, left side of the star is the sun. Something was revealed about something that is wish fulfillment for the emperor. And here we have 10 wands. Okay, too many tasks, overwhelmed, overworked, burden. Okay, so he's either going to be, this is what he's carrying instead of his star, Or, let's see. Yeah, he wants to toast himself. He's carrying burdens, but he's had a realization that he wants to toast himself. Okay? All right, Spirit, thank you. Okay, thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary. And this is energy that maybe it's the Emperor that's left out on the code. Or he left somebody. We'll see with the last card. Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine, can you please tell us what is the message coming from the heavens to the crown chakra, the 1,000 level lotus? Okay, thank you. 6 of Wands. Victory. That's victory. Wow. Victory over. Now, let's see what's on the other side. Okay, victory. This card is love, joy, and peace. Okay, friendship, joy, celebration, merriment. Okay, and that's because it's next to the 6 of Wands. Okay, here he is. Look, the Hermit. The star is going within. His heart's desire, wish fulfillment is victory. Okay, love, joy, and peace. Okay, also he wants the 6 of Cups. Okay, there's someone that he's thinking about in the past. He's melancholy, memories, nostalgia, looking back, reflection. Okay, this is what he wants. Love, joy, and peace. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Thank you. Now, he's making a choice. He's making a choice. He's looking at the cup that is being given to him by the all that is and the all that ever was. Okay, what he has done is pulled that energy back from whoever this person was, okay, with this energy, okay, because this person is out in the cold, okay, and we can see that person over here. Now, the balance to the situation is that this path, because we let go of what no longer serves us and reclaim our essence, leads them to the door that they're looking for. Okay, this makes so much sense. I love it when y'all come big. Y'all come big. Well, you come big every single time. Thank you. Okay. Now, we see, okay, so he's looking at the cup. Somebody's looking at him. We know who that is. He's made a decision about that person for him to take a leap. Okay, with no fear. With no fear. Wow. Okay, thank you, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine. May I have Archangel Christiel and Archangel Mallory? May I have the energy that's at the causal chakra? There you go. Thank you. Look, somebody is being motivated to move forward because of memories from their past. Memories, nostalgia, looking back, reflection. There may have been a relationship or a project, something that went really, really well in the past. They didn't see it until it was gone. They didn't realize what they had until it was gone. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And what they're looking at is love, joy, and peace. Okay, and now they have a choice to make, a big choice, because that is what permeated the deck. So when we are intertwined with energies that are not for our highest good, here and here, okay, we always have a choice to walk away, put up boundaries, and reclaim our power, our essence, our likeness, everything that is us from that energy by changing our mind. We talked about how do you break a spell. You change your mind. You make a decision, okay, and then take a leap without fear. Taking a leap without fear, okay, with confidence that you know that the steps that you're going to take going forward, because you've pulled your essence back, because you've reclaimed your power, walking with confidence is what opens the floodgates. It's what opens the door, okay? But this is what generated all of this pathway, is somebody coming to the realization that there was something in their past that they left behind that was the most important thing to them now, because they've learned the lessons of what happened in between. That's okay, okay? It's okay. So let's reflect the cards. We have an investigation, or we have a truth that comes out. This truth evolves to victory. What was that truth? We just talked about it. What happened? We don't know what happened here or why this happened for him to be melancholy and be thinking about his past, but it was something that's in his right now that made him go here. And if he's going here, then that something is not happy, okay? Because we see why, right? And if he's going within and he's looking at all of the choices that he made from this state of being in Dark Night of the Soul, okay, he is in search and will find the magical gateway, okay, as long as he stays on the pathway of truth, pure intention to himself. Okay, so, oh no, this goes here. Okay, so we're looking at victory. Now we're looking at a tower. This is deconstruction to reconstruct something. Okay, someone received the tower. This is the experience that they received, but the growing is going to get them to their wish fulfillment, but they had to receive the lessons, experiences, and challenges in order to learn, grow, and evolve. Okay, so this person's evolution is going to be to victory as long as they stay on their pathway of truth. Okay, in the challenge is justice. Okay, so we see that there's justice, there's balance, and it's under Archangel Michael. There's justice and there's balance. And what's the learning? Who's learning? The Emperor. The Emperor is learning, and he's learning how to exact justice. Okay, the Emperor is the leader. He is the authority. He can see things empirically. He listens to both sides of the story, looks at both sides of the coin, and then looks far in the future to see what possible ramifications his judgment or his decision is going to make, the one that he makes right now. How is that going to affect the future? Okay, this is unbelievable. Thank you, guys. Wow, and I'm getting chills the whole time I'm talking. So thank you, angels in this room. I love y'all. Okay, so we have tree wisdom. So someone is listening to the wisdom in nature. We went outside, we went and saw the water, we saw the birds. I sat under a tree, I saw hummingbirds. I didn't see dragonflies. I haven't seen dragonflies yet, okay? But I've seen hummingbirds almost every day for the last week, okay? So Archangel Michael is bringing justice, okay, to this person that is actually taking a look and making a consideration to the cup that the Most High is giving him, but there's somebody staring over his shoulder watching what he's doing. Okay, and we know who that person is. This is the person that is out in the cold. Okay, this is a good goddess, but we looking at the cold and the dark right now. Okay, so if you wished for something ugly to happen to somebody in, like now, in the winter, it's coming back to you. Okay, especially if it was dark, 3D dense energy. Okay, and you wished ill will on somebody else, and you used your spiritual gifts to do it. All you are ever going to do is be looking over somebody's shoulder instead of going within and walking your own path to find the magical gateway. So this reading is taking into consideration both sides of the coin. We saw how we should pull back our power, create boundaries, reclaim our essence, our likeness, and everything that is us, to stand in that power that we have now pulled away from someone that we gave it to, someone, something, or somewhere that we gave it to. We pull that back. Now we can stand confident in that power because it is ours to create with. Now, whether we create something with pure intention or whether we create something that may be harmful to somebody else, it's going to come back. Okay, and that's what it looks like is happening here. Okay, now, two people out in the code. It was the Emperor. Okay, he had to go on this journey. Okay, the Emperor had to go on this journey of Dark Night of the Soul, find the magical gateway because he pulled his energy back from something that was detrimental to him. Okay, in order to be offered the cup from the all that is and the all that ever was. It's a gold cup. But apparently, see those 3 cups down there? Those just sucked the energy out of him. They sucked out his essence. They sucked out everything that belonged to him so that he can move forward on his journey. So apparently he reached the status where the Most High says, here, baby, I got a good gold cup for you. And you're going to like it, but you have to make a choice. Okay? So there's some pivotal points going on in the atmosphere right now where people are having to make choices based on where they are and where they want to go. But for us, knowing that once we pull our power back from any energy vampire, any person, place, or thing that is just draining us, okay, on our journey, they're just draining us. It could be a job, it could be a person, it could be anything that makes you ruminate, makes you go round and around with a movie because you're mad, or keep playing something or judging something or putting negative energy into your heart, mind, and soul based on something somebody did. When you shut that down and surrender and release it to the Most High, okay, when I do that, I say, Most High, I have something I wish to release to you with infinite unconditional love for your accepting it. I take what that is in my heart, mind, and soul, focusing on my heart space. I take it and I put it in a basket, and it's sitting next to the Most High. He takes that and he puts it into a golden bowl. I have the cover to the bowl. And then he hugs me, kisses me on the top of the head, and I put the top on the golden bowl. This is visualization. I put the top on the golden bowl, and when I feel that the energy has been transmuted and transformed into light, I take the cover off. And as I take the cover off, butterflies come out, and they're flying all over the place. I can't tell you how much the butterfly population has grown in the last year or so because of all the stuff I had to let go of. Now, when I take the cover off, the butterflies sing. Okay, so I have some very cool butterflies now. But it's the pure intention of wanting to let that feeling go. It makes me mad to be mad. I do not like being mad at all. I don't like being upset. Okay, and it did happen today though. When I was leaving the park, there was 2 geese, a big one and a little one, like a big brother and a little brother, walking across the road. And I'm saying, I'm gonna wait, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror hoping there's no other cars coming up behind me, okay, just in case they didn't see them. Geese are pretty big. And so I'm waiting on the geese, and I'm enjoying watching them walk across the road, and they're taking their time like 16-year-olds getting off the bus after school. Anyway, so I'm sitting there watching it, and there's a car that pulls up in the left turning lane that wants to go across the road. And so I'm still waiting on the geese. He's flashing his lights at me, and he's shaking his hand, fist out of the window. He's so focused on making that left turn and focused on me sitting there that he did not see the geese. Now, he didn't hit them. I don't know if he did or not, because once the geese went over, I went on ahead and went forward. I don't know if he ever even saw the geese. I'm hoping that they were okay. But thank you, Spirit. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. I think Spirit is telling me that they were okay, because I just got a spark of energy. Archangel Raziel. But he was so focused on making that left turn that all he could see was I was sitting there. He did not see the geese. But see, that's how the vortex that people get into. Be careful on the road, because people want to get somewhere. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's so many reactions that you have to be aware of while you're driving, that he did not see those geese. And I'm sitting there. I think I was a little angry because I'm trying to take care of the geese, and anyway, so that was the story, but I think they're okay. Archangel Raziel tapped me when we were talking, so hopefully they're going to be okay. So this is reclaim. Now, let's go back to that guy for a second. If I had got angry with him and I started tooting on my horn and put my car in park and got out of the car and let him have what for, okay, I am now intertwining my energy of pure intention with his of impatience, okay? So how do I pull my energy back from that? How did I do that? I went on around. I said, I'm watching out for the geese. I know where I was. I know what I did. Okay? I'm watching out for the geese. You're watching out for yourself. Am I judging him? No, that was observed. Okay, so I made my left turn and went on back towards where I needed to be, and I let it go. I said, I send you infinite unconditional love. I hope you get where you are going. Being mindful of judging. Okay, had to be mindful of judging that man. What I observed is what happened. Okay, so that is reclaim your essence. I hope I helped. Okay, angels, you guys come through every single time. Fairies, thank you so much for your presence. I am so grateful for the cards that you gave us because they match exactly what the story was, and they actually enhanced what it was I was trying to say. I am so very grateful to you, Archangel, to you, fairies, archangels of the chakra system. To my divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels, thank you so much. Archangels of the four corners, thank you for your presence. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send infinite unconditional love and gratitude to all of the energies portrayed on this spread. We send you infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. So we're just going to leave this here. Okay, Spirit, thank you. So when we get a tower, go with the flow. Don't put your energy in the tower. It's probably an archangel giving you divine intervention to move something out of your way. And you probably can't see it at the time, but if it's done and it's an inexplicable event, it's an archangel moving something, moving a chess piece in your way. And you might look at it and go, why is this happening to me? Just say thank you. Okay? It's a puzzle for you to figure out. That's pretty much what it is. And it takes about 3 days sometimes to get the answers to the puzzle. Well, it took me about 24 hours. Okay? But it all worked out in my favor. Okay? Because I'm still here with y'all. And actually got a big old red crab over there. But anyway, thank you guys. Let's leave it with this. Today I will not be angry. Today I will not worry. Today I will do my work honestly. Today I will respect and honor every living being. Today I am grateful for everything that I have in my life right now. And I am. So even though that gentleman acted the way he did, that was a test for me. Okay, was I going to get mad like I usually do in the 3D? Get out the car for real and walk up to him and ask him if he's crazy. Okay, nope. I just went on about my business. I'm not going to tell you what else I did, but we got home safe. I forgave myself. Okay, I'm going to be transparent. I'm still human, but I'm not that one. I'm not who I used to be. Okay. There's stories, but we ain't gonna never tell y'all. You never gonna know. You don't need to know. You don't need to know. Okay? I tell you like this, I'm a black mama. There it is. That's all you need to know right there. I'm a black mama. Okay? I'm not saying that any other mamas kind of get away with stuff. I'm just saying I'm a black mama. Okay? We have to live by. We have to deal with certain things. We live with certain things, and we manage our set of circumstances with what we have. Okay, I'm not saying we're better than anybody else because we're not. I'm just Sherry with an I. Okay, that's all. I'm Sherry with an I. But at one time, I was that mythological creature that people were afraid of. So I'm just gonna leave it there, okay, y'all? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it there. All right. I love y'all above y'all imagination, and know that every journey is different, and that we all have a mountain to climb. Okay. And when we get to the mountain, sometimes we fail on the mountain, but you know what? Can I tell them, Spirit? Just know that if you fall down out of being tired and weary, there's somebody to help you and pick you up. and say, come on, I'm going to take you this last few feet. I got you. And I'm going to carry you up the last few feet. There's somebody at the top waiting for you. That happened. You are not walking this path by yourself. If you stumble, if you fall, and your intention is to, with determination and courage and confidence, get to the top of this mountain, please know that you are not walking up this mountain by yourself. Okay? That you have supernatural friends that will grab you and they say, come on, and they will carry you. You're going to walk the path. Your feet are going to be on the ground, but just know that there's somebody helping you stand up straight. There's somebody holding you up because there's somebody else waiting for you at the top of the mountain. Okay? You're not going to walk all of this path by yourself. You're not. From the time you step out and say, okay, let me start step one, there is somebody behind you. There's somebody on the side of you. There's somebody above you. There are people, beings, energies all around you that love you, and they are helping you get there where you need to go. All you gotta do is call them. And at this particular time, I was so tired and so weary, I could not even say a word. But I knew the next instant I was walking the last few feet up that mountain. And I wasn't by myself. Archangels were there. They said, come on, come on. They even gave me something to hold on to get up to the last part of the mountain. And it may not be the only mountain I'm going to climb. But you know what? That particular mountain, the Most High was waiting for me. When I got up to the end, he was waiting for me, and so was Master Sananda Christos. They were waiting for me. Master Sananda sat down on the ground with me while I was crying and said, you know, you could talk to me. You can cry, but you know, I want you to know you can talk to me. There is another realm. These tears mean I love y'all so much that I want you to be able to find the magical gateway, okay? Like Exie found the camera, right? It's there. You have help. All you gotta do is ask them. And even sometimes when you don't ask them and you're too weary and tired and you just can't, you just can't. Spirit knows your heart. He's gonna send you help. So do not give up hope, y'all. Recall your essence, recall your power, stand in your power, claim your power, set your boundaries, and keep going. This is important right now, okay? Right now, this is very, very important, okay? Look hard at what's going on around you so that you can see what you need to see, hear what you need to hear, and know what you need to know. Exie, what are you doing? Okay. So, whenever there's balance needed, Spirit's gonna bring balance. That's for sure. There is, just the biggest. Okay, look, Exie, move. Exie, come on, baby. I'm done. Look, I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a great day on purpose. I will see you tomorrow because there's a big pumpkin pie slice and a big red crab that says it's time for me to stop talking. I'll see y'all tomorrow.